Hey everyone, this is Jack with The Average Consumer, where we answer two questions and two questions only. Is it worth your time and is it worth your money? And this week I'm going to be talking about something that is pretty controversial in some realms of the internet. And it is things that audiophiles don't warn you about when getting into audiophile type gear. One big aspect of it is that there is a serious hockey stick when it comes to diminishing returns with the cost of this equipment to its performance and build quality. In fact, I have a set of headphones here that cost me $15, and I can easily put them up to a $150 set of headphones. And they perform and sound just as good. And I can no longer justify recommending the $150 set of headphones when these $15 set of headphones are there, and there might be a 5% difference. And that is what I'm talking about. When we are talking in the audiophile world, and as far as I understand and everything that I've experienced so far, it is that 5%, that minute percentage that we're talking about that justifies huge leaps in cost. And I think we need to be aware of that and need to be ready for that. Because I frankly, when you start going down this rabbit hole, the next thing you know, you have spent a ridiculous amount of money on headphones and DACs and amps and everything in between to get that utopia of sound signature. That is another thing. Everybody's ears and opinions are different, from the type of music you listen to what you're trying to expect and trying to achieve out of headphone or your gear. That includes whether you want it to be bass heavy, whether you want it to be treble heavy, which you want mids, you want all of the above. It gets extremely difficult for any reviewer to provide that type of feedback and describe that type of sound signature for that specific use. So keep that in mind as well. I'm also going to break some of the stereotypes associated with the branding and the status that people use when buying these headphones. I'm going to use my kids as an example. They buy these $20, $30 set of headphones multiple times here now. They sound like junk. They are built like junk, and because they all look like Beats headphones or something, that's what they want. That's what they achieve, and I'm going to, frankly, I've given up that fight and that battle. If that's what they want, so be it. And I understand that most people want that. Most people want that brand, whether it's Nike or Beats or what have you. That brand is a status symbol in our society. And if that's what's important to you and you're willing to pay for it, more power to you. I just am not that guy. That being said, I'm not going to say that some name brand stuff isn't good, because some name brand stuff is good. And in fact, I have some name brand headphones that I use as my daily driver for noise cancellation, and we'll get into those eventually as well. But I just really needed to point that out. There is a severe point of diminishing returns when it comes to especially headphones. And the build quality and the sound quality, especially knowing that these same headphones are all coming out of the same manufacturing facility in some places. And they might share even the same driver. The prices are drastically different, and I just have a hard time justifying some of those higher price points. Especially when we're talking about minute, and I'm talking about minute differences. We're talking about, again, 1 to 5% sound quality difference between some of these things, and you're talking about hundreds of dollars of difference. That's really what I needed to get off my mind and off my chest before I start rolling out some of these videos and talking about headphones and Bluetooth speakers and sound bars and whatever else I bring up. I think it's something to talk about. I think it's something that we need to be aware of, and I understand that status is a part of that, and I understand that as well. But frankly, that's not really what I'm interested in. Again, I'm only simply going to try to answer, at least for me, was it worth my time and was it worth my money? So keep that in mind as I'm starting to roll out some additional videos. Thank you for the time. I really appreciate you being here, and a like, a subscribe, and a share would really be appreciated. Again, we'll see you next time.